This is Matt from MGMT Boston. On this episode of The Lantern, we are with the global head of marketing at Automata, Bryan Dsouza, in Kendall Square. And it's a beautiful fall day, so excited to talk about robots.
Yeah.
Bryan, tell us what Automata is. What are you and your team building here?
Yeah, sure. So Automata, we've been in the life sciences industry for a while now. And we build essentially robotic automation, or what we like to call intelligent lab automation, for life sciences organizations, for pharma, for biotech, genomics, and so on. And our vision really is, how do we accelerate science? And how do we get to a point where the partners we work with, the customers we work with, can keep science at the focus and let automation do what it needs to do to help them do their best work.
Yeah, when we talk about applied AI, life sciences is one of those like gigantic opportunities that Boston is uniquely positioned and suited to help solve. So as the global head of marketing, certainly you're telling that story. What are some of the ways in which you're working today as you ramp up, and how you tell the community about sort of what marketing looks like at this type of company?
Yeah, marketing is storytelling, right? And we have a very technical audience. And so when we work with this audience, one of the big things we need to know is what helps them be successful. What are their goals? What are they trying to achieve? And in this space, which to me personally, I'm passionate about, because I think this is just good for society, it's good for human beings, that for us in marketing, we want to make sure that the story is aligned with how we are trying to help these people be more successful, these companies be more successful. Because success for them means better medical breakthroughs, faster scientific discoveries, and also it brings the whole industry up, where we are focused more on the next big thing with regards to life sciences, as well as in biotech or in pharma and so on. And a lot of the busy work or the mundane work, or even the analytical work that can be done so much better with AI, can be done on the system. And so in marketing, we want to communicate the story, and we're building some really cool things here at Automata, which we believe is going to help achieve these story milestones. And so we're excited to share that with the world here in the next few weeks and months.
Yeah, that's exciting. And as we turn the page to 2026, talking about building cool things, what are some of the big milestones or sort of things that your team is working on here and around the world?
Yeah, so within Automata itself, we are getting hyper-focused on the customer. And what that means is our teams are essentially a thought partner with our customers. And you can check out what we build. We have some of our solutions here on the screen as well. But our goal is really to help the human as well as the machine work together, so that anything with regards to how we can develop the right science can be, again, the core focus. We do not believe that just staying hyper-focused on one element of automation is going to move the needle. This needs to be a whole contextual understanding of how does automation work across hardware, across software, how does AI really play a practical role when it comes to automation and when it comes to these use cases. And so for us, we want to make automation and AI make sense. We don't want it to just be another jargon word that we tell people, but we want it to make sense and work really seamlessly together for the scientist at the customer level.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Bryan, you've done some pretty awesome things in your career, from Microsoft now to Automata. What's some advice you would give to up-and-coming builders out there? Maybe it's founders starting to make their way, maybe it's product leaders, product marketers, and then just marketers in general, about what it takes to sort of scale into the enterprise and beyond.
It's funny, whenever someone tells me about my career, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that I did all that.
He did.
But I worked in big and small companies, so just do something that makes sense to you, and I know that's a cliched way of saying, do your best work or work for your passion. I personally believe that if you work on something that's impactful, that you believe in, that's going to help society in some way and form, and you have the skills for it, go pursue that. I think the markets today have shown that, working at a big tech company or working at a startup or going either way, some of the past myths around working in a stable environment or whatever that looks like is kind of gone out the window.
Totally.
So in my opinion, it's a great time for marketers, product marketers, customer marketers, wherever you are. Starting off as a product manager myself as well, I've seen that working on the right products and working on something that you can contribute to well is all that matters, and success will take care of itself from then on.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. And last but not least, how can we help Automata grow here in Boston and beyond?
We are hiring, so if anyone's interested, if you feel like you align well with our vision here, please check out our career site. Please feel free to reach out. We are based here in Cambridge. If you're a scientist, if you are in the life sciences space, if you just want to learn about what we're doing, feel free to also reach out. We're just looking forward to getting to know our customers well, getting to know our target personas well. So anything that looks interesting here for you, please feel free to reach out.
This is Bryan Dsouza, the head of marketing at Automata, Matt from MGMT Boston, this episode of Lantern. Thanks so much for joining us, Bryan.
Thanks, Matt. Cheers.